Now, what if you've got a button and you've gone and added in your hover style? You know, you've done it with a div block, and you got your heading inside and you got your SVG. Do you want to keep creating that for every brand new button you got? Why don't you turn it into a component? And it could not be easier. I'm going to go to my div block. I'm going to right click it and it says create component. And I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it button standard 001. Ignore the 001 bit. I only did that because I've got another button standard in my test website. So I'm going to call it button standard 001 and I'm going to click create. I'm now going to go to the top and I'm going to click back. This is the really basic way of creating a component. Okay, so you've done the work. You've created your button, set your colors and whatever. I don't want to have to keep recreating from scratch. When I go to the plus sign now, you're going to see components. And if I click that, you're going to see button standard 001. So I've already got a button on my page. If I click it, another button appears. And can you see that? So if you create a button that always goes over to a sales page or a shop page or your contact page, you could create a button contact page. And then every time you build your website, you just keep dragging that on. And that button has already got pre-built inside of it a link to your contact page. So you don't have to keep, drag a button in and then make sure it's got the right link. But there is a big downside. Like I said, if you create it and you're going to have standard components where you never want to change the content or the link, that's okay. But what if you want to have a button, but you want to have the ability to change the tag, the text, maybe even the link as well? That's where you need to make an editable component, because let me show you the problem. Let's say I've got these two buttons right on my page and you as a user go, oh, I want to change the text. And I then go and click edit component and I go to the style, and remember you've got the hover state as well. And I go, right, you know what? We're going to have a red background color. Both of them have changed. And if I go to the heading, go to the general tab, and I type in read more items, and you're going to say, well, only one of them's changed. And I hit back, kaboom. Both of them have now changed. And that's not good, is it? Because you created a standard button. So what you need to do is make it become an editable component. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and click edit component. And you will notice that some items have a black icon like a diamond or a rotated square. I'm going to say that you can override this property and I'm going to give it some details. I'm just going to call it heading tag. I'm going to go over to where the link is as well, and I'm just going to write in link URL, for instance. Now, you can't do this on everything. Like, we don't have the facility on the attributes, which I would say I would like to see that there as well. I feel like we are limited, and I hope that opens up. You will notice that we don't have that black dot. So if you go and change the color again, and I'm going to make a point of just going for something like that, or again, we can go back to red. It changes it for both. So this is where I would create a component that's called like button standard red maybe, or button blue, or button green. You can still edit what's inside of them. I really want to make that clear. But if you're going to apply standard colors, you could just create separate components. And it might feel like that's a lot of components, but it's not. It's going to speed up how you work. Now I'm going to go over to the heading block and I'm going to say we're going to change the title. I'm just going to call it text. If I go to the SVG, you'll see here we can also override that. Let's call it SVG icon. And there's no need for me to set a link because the link is done on the div block. And if I click up here, I've got a number 4 because I can now see my components I've created. I changed this one to be button text. Okay, cool. I'm now going to come out of this. Now what I'm going to do is go over to the second button that I got. I can now change some of the details. Before, I couldn't do that. You just dropped it in and you got what you got. Now I can change the icon, I can change the text, and I'm going to make a point by just doing something like that. I can change the link, I can change the heading tag. I forgot to add a component for, the actual text tag or the heading tag in a way. And you can see here that even after I publish, in fact, if I was to go and hit the plus sign and I go and drop in a brand new button, it has the default values because that's how we created it, but you can now fine tune it. And like I said, if you created a button blue, button green, every time I drag it, it's going to have the colors built into it. And then you can just go and click on the button like I could do over here, and I could change it to whatever I want. I hope you better understand now buttons, building up your own ones how you want, setting it up as a component and an editable component. I'm Imran Web Squad. Blah, blah. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. Check out our exclusive videos on our YouTube channel. Take care. See you soon. Bye.